And welcome to Southern Virginia University Knights Stadium. I am Scotty Winterton, joining you in the booth. We have an excellent game for you this evening. We have Southern Virginia University women's soccer team versus the Methodist University. Joining us for a clash of the Titans in the Eastern Division of the USA South Conference. Methodist comes in ranked number 1, 5-0 in conference. The Knights come in 4-2 in conference with 12 points. Methodist has 15 points. If the Knights are able to pull out a victory today, they will join Methodist at the top of the division at 15 points and would be 5-2. Methodist would actually still be number 1 with a 5-1 record. So this is a really important game for both teams. Methodist gets a chance to cement their lead, while the Knights are hoping to overcome a fairly recent loss. They won their last conference game 2-1, and that was against one of the kind of mid-range teams in Hewitt. However, the Knights were also able to play Pfeiffer last week, and they lost that game, giving Pfeiffer their very first conference win. A disappointing loss for the Knights. I know Coach Dahl was going into that game feeling like he should have a win there and then get a win against Hewitt, and that this game coming in today would be truly for the top seed in the conference. That being said, the Knights have an opportunity to pull even at 15 points, and they can let the rest of the conference know that that Pfeiffer loss was a mere aberration and a fluke. We're going to talk through, as this game goes on, the various strengths and weaknesses, the stats, and what to look for as these two teams come together. When you look at the overall play of the visiting Methodist women's team, one of the things that stands out in their play is that, of course, they are unbeaten in the conference. Overall, they're 8-1, only one loss on the year. It's interesting to look through their scores as Abby Bloxham, who gets the start for the Knights, gets that ball in. Methodist comes in with, on their 8 games, they have scored 16 goals, so they only average 2 goals, just under 2 goals per game. They have given up 7 goals in those 9 games. So when you look at their wins, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, a 1-2 loss. Their biggest win was a 3-1 win over Guilford College. So they come in with a very solid defense, and you'll see that throughout this game. They do not give up many shots. The Monarchs also employ a really strong midfield. They have many players that will knock you off the ball. They get up on the wings. As that opportunity coming forward, number 17, the second leading scorer for the Monarchs, Laura Harris, dribbles through 3 Knight defenders, gets the shot off, beats Abby Bloxham, and here early going, Monarchs up 1-0. That's the kind of defense that the Knights, when they've lost games and not challenged appropriately, not given the tackles that they need to give, have given up these early goals. And they're a young team. So for a team that needs to be able to build on momentum and feel good about themselves, that's not the kind of start that Coach Dahl will want. The Knights definitely have the firepower to play against the Monarchs. The Knights come in having scored 27 goals on the season. However, they've given up 18. When you compare that to the 7 goals given up by the Monarchs, you really see a stark difference in the overall defensive approach that the Knights have. And when you look at the Knights' back line, they're very young, starting with Abby Bloxham on the back, young player, freshman. When you look at their starting 4 on that back line and their sweeper, they're all freshmen and sophomores. So it's going to be a tough thing for Coach Dahl here to overcome this initial goal. From the Monarchs side, they bring in a good mix of juniors and sophomores. They don't have many seniors on the team. There's only, I believe, 3 seniors on the team. Most of those are probably COVID seniors as well. The Knights only have 1. Tonight is actually senior night, and we honored Sydney Cooney-Lyles, the only senior on the Knights team. You'll see the Monarchs employing this very common setup that we see a lot in college soccer right now, which is kind of a 4-2-3-1 set. You'll see these 3 midfielders, attacking midfielders with a single high forward, which is the goal scorer, number 17, Laura Harris. And then sort of 2 holding midfielders behind and 4 on the back line. The Knights play more of a 4-1-1-3-1. They kind of have a 2 back there, but they really like to get that attacking 4th attacking midfielder in the middle, which is usually going to be Tana Ta'uli. But she works in conjunction with Roberts, Bobby to her teammates, number 12. Nice find on that wing. We'll talk through the numbers here in a minute too, as Lorenko Scheiber was looking to get that ball across, taking the defender one-on-one. It'll be really important on that left side for the Knights defender, freshman Jamie Kovac, to mark up those defenders that are pushing forward. Here you have Amanda Demenico looking to push forward. She usually comes out of the back line, giving support on that right side to Scheiber. Scheiber's a junior midfielder out of Pembroke Pines, Florida. A lot of North Carolina players on this Methodist University Monarchs team, but they have a smattering of other players from across the East Coast, Pennsylvania, Florida, Virginia, New Hampshire, New York. We'll talk more about each of those players as the afternoon goes on. Knights are going to want to see if they can get some pressure, get some opportunity, see if they can tie this score up. The Knights went down 1-0 in their last game against Averett, managed to tie it up and then score a goal with about 5 minutes left in the game to get that 4th conference win. On the defensive end, Kovac, really important on that left side tonight. Also important for the Knights, number 28, Annalise Huber in the middle, along with number 9, Ella Thomas. They'll have their hands full dealing with the play of Laura Harris, who leads second in the team with counting this goal, 3 goals on the year. First on the team is Natalie Marshall Hewitt. She has 3 goals, 3 assists for 9 points on 19 shots. Pretty decent on-goal shooting percentage at a .474 clip, and her shooting percentage at 15%. Number 20 for the Monarchs, Rachel Johnson, 3rd on the team with 10 points. And from there, with 5 points. And from there, it's a smattering of other players. But the thing that's really important when you look through this, that there's nearly a dozen players on this Monarchs team with a goal or an assist. And so they really spread the ball around. They get and it's not like they're bringing in backups because they're up 4-0 and then they get another 3 goals off of the backups. They're winning games 2-1, 2-0. So it's everybody on the team contributing. They are really strong across the board. The Knights have shown a lot of improvement as Mckenna Winterton finds Micaiah Lindgren. That's a really dangerous connection the Knights are working to find always. Roberts looking to find Lindgren or looking to find Winterton as they will look to connect up top. Winterton usually playing more of a false 9 underneath whenever they have Number 12, Bobby on the field. To her friends, Anna Roberts, freshman midfielder from Orem, Utah. And when you look down this roster for the Knights, I mentioned Abby Bloxon, who's starting in goal tonight. She'll trade in at halftime with Alyssa Truman. Coach Dahl has done that in every game so far, split that. Strong defense there from number 2, Madison Brunson, sophomore from St. Petersburg, Florida. Winterton looks to chip the ball, a deflection. Winterton still has an opportunity there, facing both those defenders for the Monarchs. Throw-in awarded to Cooney Lyles. Kovac has gotten forward as the defender. Lindgren was trying to find Bobby. Anna Roberts there, couldn't quite connect. Harmless shot. Easy save for the goalkeeper. The Monarchs have shared, like the Knights have, a lot of goalie play this year. Kaylee Justice and Mary Newman have split time all year long. Kaylee Justice is a sophomore out of Summerfield, North Carolina, and Mary Newman's a junior out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Great look for Cooney Lyles. She has an opportunity with Mckenna running on. Not great spacing. Mabel Harris now has an opportunity for the cross, trying to find Winterton on the cross in a great position. That ball goes, looks like it goes off the end line. No, it looks like it trickled out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in down in the corner. And in goal for the Monarchs is Mary Newman. Good tackle there from Tanata Uli. She gets to Lindgren. Lindgren has an opportunity to move it over, but takes a shot, wins the corner. Solid defense there from Melissa Morell, sophomore defender from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, product of Berkeley High School. Not Berkeley, California. We wouldn't dare say that of her. Very good cross. Puts it right at the top of the box. Harris has it now, and Roberts dropping it off to Tantauli. Very strong left foot. Got to watch for her left foot when she has that ball in the middle of the field. Kovac chasing this ball down. Looks like she'll go down to Bloxham, and Bloxham will reset. Good chase from Harris there, though, putting pressure upfield. And now the Knights are going to try and get this ball upfield. You also saw Natalia Marshall Hewitt there trying to run down the Knights defenders, putting pressure on that front line. She'll get forward. She plays midfield, but she'll get forward on that. She's listed as a forward on the roster, but she plays more in that three-line attacking midfield. Throwing now for the midfielder. It's number 4. Domenico, sorry, Domenico. Domenico doing it again. This time way deep in the corner. Harris tried to find, she had 2 players she could have connected with, didn't work. Now Lindgren will look to connect with Roberts. Strong attack there. Good job from Harris Barr, the junior defender from Wilmington. Knights still on the ball though, and they have 4 players up top. It's a 4-on-3 situation, opportunity. Great steal. Good interception there from the center defender. Couldn't see the number. The Knights with solid attack right now, connecting most of the possession over the last 2 or 3 minutes. Harris saves the ball from going out of bounds. She'll look to get that ball across to Lindgren. Deep back helping out Winterton, trying to run that ball down just short. Good thought. Winterton has the speed to catch those balls. In fact, the winning goal in the game against Averett was Winterton chasing down a ball on the wing before it went out of bounds that probably had no business getting to. Defender didn't think she'd get to it. She gets to it, beats the defender, crosses the ball, deflects off Lindgren, puts the ball to Mabel Harris, and she scores the winning goal with just a few minutes left in the game. Miss hit there from the back line of the Monarchs. Kovac will try to put it in quickly to Lindgren. Lindgren sort of misplays that, tries to shield her defender off, but not able to get to the ball. Roberts in battle there with Harris. The Laura Harris version of Harris. The Knights also have a Harris right now on the ball. It's Mabel Harris. Missed a game recently, attending the funeral of her grandfather. Also battled through an ankle injury prior to leaving for the funeral. She's back now, full go. Also had a mask protecting a facial injury at the beginning of the year, which that Batman mask was really tough. Everybody around liked the mask. I really appreciated her wearing it. Now it's off. I wanted her to put it back on. I think she looked really tough, but apparently it's not that comfortable. Newman comes out to play the ball. She'll play it right away to Madison Brunson, the midfielder. Marked well by Roberts. Back and forth as eventually it goes off the Knights. And the challenge by Marshall Hewitt. Tanat Uli. Shielding off her defender. Referee will call a foul, and it'll be a Knights kick as quick play from Annalise Huber, center fullback for the Knights. Cooney Lyles finding Lindgren on that left wing. Good play from the fullback, Alyssa Morel. It's a sophomore playing that more like a senior. Good job, and good job connecting with the midfield. Not able to really connect with Harris in the final third, but did a good job shielding out Lindgren and winning that ball back. And now an opportunity as that ball gets played forward to Marshall Hewitt. Marshall Hewitt is not the speediest wing on that left side, but she's really strong, good technically, has a great shot. When she gets to the ball, she can do a lot with it. Maddie Leal, who's playing that right outside back position, should be able to run her down, but her marking is going to have to be spot on, because if Marshall Hewitt gets to the ball, she makes good things happen. As I mentioned, Marshall Hewitt has 9 points on the year, 19 shots, 3 goals, 3 assists, 9 shots on goal. For the Knights, Micaiah Lindgren comes in leading with 19 points. She has 37 shots, 20 shots on goal with a .541 shot on goal percentage and a .216 shot percentage. Over by the fence, Marshall Hewitt is down. Second on the team for the Knights, just behind Lindgren, battling back and forth. I know they have this competition with each other, is Mckenna Winterton with 17 points. She has 45 shots with a .622 shot on goal percentage. Super high shot on goal percentage and a .178 shot percentage. Winterton was nursing a thigh injury throughout most of last week. Coach Dahl wanted to keep her out in those two games, this week and last week and was kind of forced to bring her in because of the Knights being down against Pfeiffer, a game they ended up losing, and then brought her in the game against Averett, and which turned out to be a very smart move by Coach Dahl. And in conversation with Winterton, her thigh was feeling really well. You can see that wrap. These freshmen for the Knights, again, when you look across the board, Alyssa Truman, who when she starts would be the only other starting junior along with Winterton. Both of them, however, are COVID juniors, which means they get all of last season back. So if both of them want a super senior season, they could have it. Cooney Lyles comes in as the senior, and then you have Ella Thomas, freshman from Mesa, Arizona. You have Anna Roberts, freshman from Warren, Utah. Maddie Leal is starting, freshman from Spokane, Washington. Micaiah Lindgren, freshman from McKinleyville, California. Taya Tanatauli, a freshman from Nashville, Tennessee, and Annalise Huber, freshman from Henderson, Nevada. So that's the starting lineup for the Knights. And, you know, Coach Dahl is also starting tonight, by the way, sophomore Mabel Harris from Highland, Utah. That's a group that the Knights need to keep getting better and not play like freshmen. So the Knights, 8-4-2 on the year, 14 games into the season. They're 4-2 in the conference, as I mentioned before, 3-1-1 at home, 4-3-1 on the road. And Coach Dahl needs these freshmen to not play like freshmen. It's good to see Marshall Hewitt get up. Such an important part of the Monarchs' attacking offense. And she gets back and plays strong defense as well. Hopefully she'll be okay and they can bring her back in. Mabel Harris now with Mckenna Winterton on the wing. She finds Winterton. Winterton will look to challenge the defender. That's number 11, Baylor Birch, a junior defender from Live Oak, Florida. Birch with a great job. Fight there in the box. McKenna Winterton's going to claim she was pulled down. Birch was going to claim she was pulled down. In those situations, the referee will almost always give it to the defender. They'll be very hesitant to give that kind of play to the offense, which would end up being a penalty kick. Good battle back and forth between Winterton and Birch. Birch is a 5'9" junior, as I mentioned, from Live Oak, Florida. That'll be a good battle to watch all night long. Penalty called as defender Maddie Hernandez, 5'5", sophomore from Burlington, North Carolina, kind of ran up the back of Lindgren there. Just a little aggressive, maybe clipped her heels. So this puts Tanatauli on a 35-yard ball to the goal. She's got the left foot to put it to the goal, but I think she'll look for, she's got 6 Knights set up to run onto this. Puts it up over the top. Didn't get it as far as she wanted it for sure. Harris wins it. Looking to find Annalise Huber. That connection didn't work out, and it'll be a Monarchs throw-in. Good challenge there from Harris. Not letting Huber get that easy ball from Mabel Harris. Goes off the foot of Laura Harris. Little ping pong there. Goes to Winterton. She's got an opportunity to cross. She finds Lindgren just over the head of Lindgren. Looked like she wanted to deflect that to her foot. Not able to get to it. Again to Winterton. She heads it to Roberts. Solid midfield defense there, though. That was Madison Brunson. Again, she's a really active player. You'll see Brunson sort of that attacking midfielder role, but she does get back. Supports. A lot of back and forth now, kind of 50-50 in possession time, maybe a little bit of an advantage for the Knights. Good find from Harris. Ella Thomas steps up and plays that before Haley Strain, the freshman from Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Pottsgrove High School, 5'2", smallest player on the field. Challenge there from Ella Thomas coming out of her center midfielder role. Center fullback role. Cooney Lyles looking to put pressure at midfield. Good find to the foot of Scheiber. Harris lays that ball off to Scheiber. She mishits it. Looks like she caught the turf as she kicked that with her right foot. Comes up limping. She's tough, though. That's not going to keep her down. Strong junior midfielder. Cooney Lyles looking to go inside-outside with Tanata Uli, but mishits that. And not a place you want to give up a foul by Cooney Lyles, both on the interception, that pass, but then clipping the heels of the midfielder gives this 37-yard ball to the goal. Great job coming out. Misplayed by Abby Boxham, not getting to that ball aggressively as she needed to, as the Monarchs run onto that ball. If Abby Bloxham's going to come out of that goal, she's got to get to the ball. You can't go in between on that. You're either all in or you're staying on your line. I can't tell. We'll find out which of the Monarchs were able to get to that ball, giving them a 2-goal lead. Great job running on that ball. Excellent ball put in as well. Cooney Lyles taking a lot of space. Coming over to play that out quick. Center midfielder number 20, fullback number 26. Great job from Alyssa Morrell. Morella has been all over that back line. She's a center fullback, but she'll play any place that she's needed back there. Cooney Lyles finding Roberts versus Field. Good job from Maddie Leal to get it to Roberts, but better play as Madison Brunson got her foot on that ball and tipped it. Harris now attacking as she's got two players coming down with her. Great job from Bailey Allen tipping that ball, the freshman who subbed in from Alpine, California. So that second goal from the Monarchs from Scheiber assisted, it was Birch putting that ball in off the set play, finding the foot of Scheiber. Great job by her running onto that ball. That's Scheiber's second goal of the year. She had no assists. Scheiber unable to get that ball past Cooney Lyles. Cooney Lyles finds Lindgren. She's trying to connect with Winterton. Winterton, great job running past. She has it on her left foot. Shot. Great save from the goalie, Mary Newman. Reached out with that left hand on the left-footed shot from Winterton. Excellent ball put in from Lindgren. The Knights are going to need to take advantage of those opportunities if they're going to get back in this game. I know Coach Dahl is going to look at this 2-0 score and feel like the Knights kind of gave those balls two opportunities to the Monarchs. You know, Bloxham not being aggressive on that ball, and Scheiber was not marked well. And then, you know, his defense watched Harris go through three people just in the middle. Stabbing, reaching for the ball, no sure tackles. He's going to feel like his team should not be down 2-0. Yet here they are, and then you have some really golden opportunities. You're going to have to take advantage of those. McKechnie is checked in now. She's playing in the midfield. Winterton still up top, tries to get that flick on to Lindgren. 2 Knights are down as they kind of ran over the top of each other. Referee looking back to see if he needs to stop it. Still checking it out. Knights are getting up. They're back up at play. McKechnie now in a 50-50 ball. In a fight with number 4, Amanda Dito Manico. Dito Manico is another player that is really active. You'll see her all over the field. Almost an opportunity for Winterton. Lindgren now challenging this 50-50 ball. Winterton with her back to the goal. Turns and shoots with that right foot. Bouncing and deflects off of Mary Newman, resulting in a corner kick for the Knights. That didn't look like a very dangerous ball in terms of the power behind it, but Newman maybe dove a little early, and the bounce on it kind of gave her a little bit of fit. 2 close opportunities for Winterton here. That one was Lindgren finding her. Ball just the top of the 6. Opportunity back now for Cooney Lyles. She takes a shot looking for that top right of the goal. She had 2 or 3 Knights in, but that's also not a bad shot. Teams are even at this point with 3 shots. 3 shots on goal from the Knights, 2 shots on goal for Methodist, yet both of those shots have resulted in goals. The Knights with 1 corner, 1 foul apiece. Pretty clean game so far. Paulson underplayed that ball. McKechnie looked for a little, what they call in certain circles, around the cow. That push there results, I think he's going to call, I can't tell if he's calling out or a foul. I'm going to just call out of bounds there on off the foot of Alyssa Morell. Throw in, finding Allie Paulson. Strong shot, well off the mark on that right side. I think that was Maddie Leal taking that shot. Just a bit outside. Newman now, strong leg. A little bit of a mishit, still gets the ball up to near midfield. Go off the left foot of the Knights midfielder, and we'll have a throw in from the Monarchs. Monarchs with the throw-in, ball bouncing around a little bit. Allen, not exactly what she wanted to do with that ball, but eventually finds the foot of the center fullback for the Knights, and McKechnie does a great job of grinding up in the midfield. She'll see if she can't just add some pace of play and a lot of pressure onto the back line of the Monarchs. That's why Coach Dahl brings her in. Leal finds a nice ball to McKechnie. She's now one-on-one as she challenges Alyssa Morell and ends up winning another corner kick for the Knights. Good connection there from Cooney Lyles to McKechnie. Finding that soft spot, playing that ball into space. But once again, see Alyssa Morell, the center midfielder, Lindgren looked like she got onto that ball really strong, not able to put it where she wanted to. This time, Cooney Lyles again taking a shot off of the deflection. I think she'll want to think about putting that ball back into the box. There are a lot of Knights in the box, and I think she needs to try to find her teammates. Great opportunity just to put a little chip over the top. Neither of those shots that she's taken thus far off of the corner deflections have found the mark. But her initial balls in have been really strong. Perfect placement from Cooney Lyles on those corner kicks. Winterton comes up after getting taken out from behind, a foul called by the referee, a little bit of a limp. Not sure if that's her quad or if maybe she got stepped on. Ella Thomas taking this ball. Into the box, not nearly far enough. Great job. I think that was Macy. That was Macy Shala heading that ball to her outside back. Great job jumping that pass. I believe that's Morel. Yep. Trying to carry it up. She did a good job. Maybe need to get rid of that ball a little earlier. Lindgren looking to run onto that ball. However, Newman comes off her line quickly, scoops it up. Ahead 2 points, and you got no hurry in you, no giddy up, no reason to be on your horse there. Take your time. So 13, just under 14 minutes left in this game. Monarchs up 2-0. Knights with a couple solid opportunities. Not able to capitalize on them. Strong dribbling from Kylie Way. In the end, though, ends up on the Knights' foot. Mckenna Winterton runs onto that ball, looked to chase it down. However, Birch just decides the better part of valor in that place was going to be some discretion and just kicks it out, gets her defenders back. Again, smart play. That's all you need to do when you're down. When you're up 2, you really just need to. You can play out of bounds ball. You can kick it out. Don't worry about attacking play. I mean, I know there's a lot of time. There's still 60 minutes left in this game. Winterton now looking to find the foot of Kovac. She finds McKechnie. McKechnie not able to put the ball on goal. It was on her left foot. Second time the Knights in prime position, not able to score. What a great cross from Winterton, finding McKechnie. And McKechnie with a great run. Needs to just deflect that ball and not try to shoot it. The Knights are doing a great job with their effort and their passing, but the final execution has not been there for them. It's letting them down. You're a gunslinger. You can get the gun out first. You can win, but if you don't put the bullet on target, it doesn't matter how quick you are. Good job by Gordon there. Gordon now subbed in the midfield. Gordon, a very athletic player. She'll do a great job for the Knights right now, put pressure across the board. It looks like she might have come in on that right back position. She does a great job when she comes in as a right fullback of getting forward. Ella Thomas, quick ball in, finds the foot of Gordon. Gordon, stop and go. Good tackle. The Knights defender, Kelsey Burge, freshman from Hope Mills, North Carolina. Gordon there with a nice slide tackle. Keep that ball on the offensive side for the Knights. Abby Paulson putting that ball back to Laura Fowler, who subbed in. Bit of a miss hit from Gordon, but Anna Roberts trying to keep that pressure on. This is the kind of opportunities the Knights are going to need to take advantage of. They want to get that goal. You would love, Coach Dahl would love for his team to get that goal here in the first half. head coach Brian Maddage in his 12th season with the Monarchs. He's done a great job this season in putting together a strong defensive position for his team. The Monarchs all season long have only ever given up 2 goals in a game. So even if the Knights are going to win this game, they're going to have to outscore every other team that's played the Monarchs. Opportunities have been there for them. It's not like this has been a zero-sum game for the Knights. They are down 2, but they've had 2 solid opportunities. And got to feel like that the goals they've given up weren't really necessarily the strongest play that the Monarchs have ever had to earn those goals. Yeah, you make your own luck, and soccer is one of those games where you just try to give yourself as many opportunities, and sometimes that ball just falls your way. 2 shots on goal for the Monarchs still, and those 2 shots on goal both have resulted in goals. Little layoff, too light to get to the foot of Roberts, but Paulson looking to fight that 50-50. She's got Winterton. Winterton now in front of the defender. She has an opportunity to cross it, puts it in a position where Mary Newman could easily get to that ball. Again, not able to finish, even though the passing has been spot on. That was a wonderful pass to Winterton. Good job by Winterton to run onto that and had an opportunity, handball there. That ball deflected off the foot of Kylie Way, the senior. Listed as a forward, but playing in the midfield. Up in that single high forward spot right now for the Monarchs is Kelsey Burge. Burge is a freshman, 5'9", from Hope Mills, North Carolina. Burge has 9 shots. Nope. Burge has 2 shots on the year, 2 shots on goal, 1 goal. Really high shooting percentage. Shooting .500 for the year. Good job. Cooney Lyles finding the foot of McKechnie. A little back and forth now as Cooney Lyles looks to challenge but the ball goes off her foot. Tackle there, gets the foot of Bailey Allen. She's staying down, grabbing her foot. Knights teammates gather around her. Knights recently lost strong midfield player Maddie Staples to an ankle injury. Thought that it might be a broken leg. It was not on x-ray. Dislocated ankle. She's hoping to get back in, but fortunately not broken. Allen now still down. Head athletic trainer Chad Mahaffey out to meet with the land. So as Mahaffey looks at that ankle of Allen, Knights will gather over on their sideline. Just over 7 minutes left in this game. In this half. Bailey Allen's a freshman from Alpine. She, when you look at her, she's from Granite Hills High School. Baking, playing soccer, and reading, that's like her life. And if you're going to look at the life of SVU soccer player, eating, studying, playing soccer, that's like all you're going to do. So her three loves in the world of baking, playing soccer, and reading go right in line with what it would be to be a SVU soccer player. She gets up, not a lot of limp there, probably pretty worried about it, but slight limp. Great job, great job, Bailey. She jogs off. Teammates coming back onto the field. Hug from Micaiah Lindgren. So that combination right now with Lindgren, Mckenna Winterton, done a pretty good job. Delaney Mckenna, business major from Vernal, Utah, UNA High School, representing the UNA Basin. Winterton is a junior from Albemarle High School, two-time state champion, club team winning club state championship a couple times, played in the Olympic development program, had a stint in Sweden as well. And Micaiah Lindgren, graphic design major. You know, Grandma and Grandpa Rogers watching her at home, Dad Joe, Mom Kinsey. Love watching the way Lindgren plays in that forward position. All right, starting up now, throw in for the Knights as Gordon puts the ball in. Oh, Paulson I think that was Paulson, can't tell. We have a stop and play. Referees will come together on that right sideline. Might be trying to decide what to do for dinner. There's a couple good places to go to I could recommend. If they ask me, I'll help them out. We could just keep playing. I can help them. Not sure what this conversation is all about. There'll be a drop ball in for the Monarchs. And whatever the conversation was about, apparently they figured out the solution and play is back on. Strong physical play both ways. Abby, Paulson, Winterton looking to connect. Is Lauren Fowler looking for the give and go with Winterton, not able to connect. Gordon now with a great pass to Anna Roberts. Winterton trying to connect to that play from as Lauren Fowler tried to get up high on the wing on that right side. Strong pressure there from number 9, Madison Reiser. Not quite far enough. Lindgren, though, able to chase down Maddie Hernandez. Lindgren with the shot. A little bit of dramatic play there from Mary Newman, but sure-handed as she has been all game long, still with the clean sheet. Doing a great job. Maybe a couple of those opportunities for the Knights might have gone in, but her play has allowed her Monarchs to maintain this 2-goal lead. Knights doing a better job right now than the Monarchs, controlling the ball. They've got more shots on goal. But in the end, there's only one stat that counts. Trying to connect with McKechnie there was Cooney Lyles. Great interception from Cameron Acevedo. Now Acevedo with the throw-in. Acevedo, freshman from Navarre, Florida. Middle back here, Ella Thomas. Not able to find Gordon on the wing as Kelsey Burge able to put pressure on Thomas. Winterton, Lindgren, and McKechnie trying to put pressure on that three-man back line of the Monarchs. Good job getting forward here. Bit of a trip as Kylie Way running that ball down. She kind of crossed foot with Cooney Lyles, and the side referee, line judge, will call that. Now the Knights transfer through Bloxham. Not getting back there was Fowler. Gordon wanted to give that ball to her. I'm sure Coach Dahl wants her to get back a little quicker. Allen, who's back in, great job by her, toughing out that looked to be a serious injury, but she's back on. Winterton puts the ball off her head and then runs on. She flicks the ball up, really has nobody up there, so probably should have taken a minute to pull it down and find her teammates. Baylor Birch is doing a really good job marking Winterton on that right-hand side. Burge not able to control that throw-in. Winterton cuts off Salah. Shala and is also marking. Winterton's kind of got two people all around her right now. She runs on the ball and looks to pop it over to Lindgren. Doesn't quite make it, but Lindgren doing a good job shielding her defender. Roberts with some decisions now, trying to find the outside play. Great job from midfield as Madison Brunson stealing that ball and getting forward is Acevedo. Misses the connection with that right forward, I believe, or right midfielder, I believe that was Scheiber. Lorenzo Scheiber started out very active. We haven't called her name much, but very active early in the game. Tatiana Lorenzo Scheiber. Cooney Lyles, this opportunity to get a little offense started as Lindgren thought the ball gone off the Monarchs. Under a minute now in play. Knights down 2. .43 seconds left. Clock is stopped. Another odd stop. Maybe a bloody nose. It looks like it's a bloody nose. So coming off the field will be, I think it's number 27, Acevedo, Cameron Acevedo. Winning this. Nice moves, but good defense. Cackney now looking to connect through the midfield with Winterton. Winterton will take space, pops it over the top to McKechnie. Good defense, though. Winterton challenges that ball. Throw in given to the Knights. Winterton has Fowler, not able to connect as Abby Paulson runs on the ball, and 5 seconds left in this half will very likely just end things, and two teams will separate, take a break. So good stuff so far. Looking over the stats, the Monarchs have been at 3 shots for about 2/3 of this first half, and that second shot on goal coming at the 21-minute mark. So over 20 minutes of play, 24 minutes of play without a shot on goal. The Knights with 6 shots, 5 shots on goal, 2 corners, 4 saves for Mary Newman. See, she's playing really well. We'll see if Coach Mattage brings her back in the second half. Alyssa Truman will be warming up. I'm sure she'll come in for the second half of play for the Knights. So we'll take a 10, 12-minute break for halftime as the Knights and the Monarchs rest up, strategize. Coach Dahl try to figure out a way to get his Knights on the scoreboard, try to inch away at this 2-goal lead. 2-goal lead in soccer is a very dangerous lead. Feels like it's a lot, but the moment that first goal comes, you can see that team with a 2-goal lead tighten up. If they can come out and get a third goal, that'll pretty much cement this game for the Monarchs. So the next goal will be very important for either team. We'll come back in about 10 minutes and talk through what we expect to see happen in the second half. All right, welcome back. As you see, we've started up for the second half. About a minute in, Knights down 2-0. The Monarchs doing a great job capitalizing on their opportunities. Only 2 shots on goal for the first half, but as you can see, both those shots ending up in goals. The Knights are going to need to figure out how to capitalize on their opportunities if they're going to get back in this game. As I mentioned before, I really think this next goal, if it comes, will be really vital one way or the other. A goal for the Knights will put a lot of pressure on the Monarchs to try and keep that lead, while a third goal for the Monarchs pretty much put the game out of reach. The Knights controlling the pace of play and the ball through most of that first half. It wasn't dramatic, probably 60-40, maybe 55-45. But certainly out shooting the Monarchs were the Knights. Knights had 2 corners where the Monarchs were not able to generate a single corner in that first half. Fairly clean half, 3 fouls called on the Monarchs, 1 on the Knights. Lindgren trying to chase that ball down. Dangerous pass. It's on the foot of Winterton now. She looked to go back to her midfielder. Unable to connect, though. Now, Tanata Uli finds Kovac on the wing. Nutmeg pass. Slick handles from Lindgren. That ball gets up to Kovac. She's going to get there in time. She's got an opportunity to cross, and instead finds Harris, who has another opportunity to cross, finding just above the head of Winterton. Great job from Harris putting that ball left-footed across the face of the goal, just missing Winterton. That's some of the best connection we've seen. Smart play from Kovac and Harris. Now to Nata Uli, shielding her defender. That's Madison Brunson. Very active in the first half was Brunson. Flick on from Winterton. Lindgren trying to find the foot of Anna Roberts. Foul called on number 5, Maddie Hernandez. Now to Nata Uli. Number 25 for the Knights. From Nashville, Tennessee, Brentwood Academy. Her mom, Annalise, and dad, Sean. Hope you guys are watching this from home. This is an opportunity. She's got a strong left foot. She's going to take a shot off the back of Lindgren and rolls out of bounds. That was a prime opportunity for the Knights. To Nata Uli, international communications major. She was an all-region player, honor roll in high school. She had Perth's disease as a child when she was 8, was able to overcome that. Well, fighting on that far side. Throw in going the Knights' way. A little bit of a debate between the players on that. Slick play from Lindgren. Opportunity shot just right of the post. That only missed by about 2 feet. So the Knights, if you're going to keep track of feet, the shot from McKechnie, the shot there, fantastic shot. Knights are about 4 feet from being in a tie game. That was Hernandez trying to connect with one of the goal scorers. Lorenzo Scheiber playing on midfield on that right side for the Monarchs. to Natalie with a nice takeaway. She's got great ball skills. Back and forth, a little yo-yo action with Kovac. Points to Cooney Lyles, saying, take off, I'm going to get it to you. Just a little delayed from Cooney Lyles. Paulson, oh no, that's Anna Roberts, sorry, with a good job on that left side. Fight there with Winterton. Winterton mishits that, yeah, off of Winterton and in a goal kick. So just like the Knights, the coaching staff, Brian Maddage and his assistant coach, Kenny Perkinson, Jose Vega, they do the same thing the Knights do. Kaylee Justice is in now, the sophomore goalkeeper, 5'8", from Summerfield, North Carolina, splitting time with Mary Newman. The Knights have brought in Alyssa Truman, number 1, the junior goalkeeper from Carleton, Massachusetts, Shepherd Hill Regional High School product. Foul on the Knights. Got a free kick here for the Monarchs. Alyssa Morel, she's got a strong leg. Finds the foot of her teammate Harris, but Harris not able to control it, and Morel will put it right back in. Good header, finding Roberts. Roberts to Lindgren, and now taking space, looking for Winterton, was to Uli. Winterton is offsides, had to come back on sides before she could play that ball. Not able to play it. Justice back in the same spot. Nearly 10 minutes gone in this second half, and the Knights are going to want to have more advanced play, create more opportunities if they want to get back in this. It looks like it goes off the foot of Carly Oldham. Oldham, a freshman from Southport, North Carolina. Maddie Leal again on the throw-in. Anna Roberts, biochem major, one of the captains on the team. She's a Manchester City. Good job, Manchester City fan. Good job from Harris. Harris takes a shot at the end of that. 2 Knights are on the ground. Yellow card coming in. Getting back up is Mabel Harris. She had that ankle injury about 2 weeks ago. Looks like she's going to stay on. Winterton was on the ground too. First yellow card of the game. That yellow card was on Carly Oldham. Now, looks like we got Bailey Allen. She's got a very strong right foot. To Uli, Winterton, Lindgren looking to run onto this. Shot goes off the post. Ball's in front. Great job from the defense of the Monarchs to clear that out. Boy, what a shot from Allen. I'll put the Knights about 4.5 feet away from being up 3-2. But this is soccer, right? And when it's soccer, soccer is a sport where it's the only sport I know of where a very common phrase you hear is, that was unlucky. So we'll give that unlucky star to Bailey Allen. Great shot. Maybe the best shot I've seen her take on the season. Not sure what the delay is. Had a couple of these. Throw in Winterton trying to shield off of her defender. Roberts working to Lindgren. Nice tackle. Very nice tackle there from the foot of the Monarchs. Sneaky play from Lorenzo Scheiber. But they're not able to connect on that right wing. She was trying to find Carly Oldham. Winterton putting the ball up high to Lindgren as Justice comes way off her line quickly. You can see why the Monarchs have only given up 7 goals on the season. Their back line is really strong and they work well in connection with their goalies, but both goalies are really aggressive. They play smart. Ball back to Tanata Uli. Good job from Kovac. Going back to Thomas. Resetting. Looking to switch the field is Huber. Inside-outside play. Leals got Cooney Lyles on the wing, but takes it herself. Challenge, though, from Amanda Dito Manico. Sorry. Dangerous opportunity now as great shot from Harris as Truman has to fend that off, forced to put it out of bounds. Thomas got ran by Harris. Just 2 players back for the Knights. 2-on-2 turned into a 2-on-1, and that shot from Harris, she probably wants that back. Great job from Melissa Truman. Make that save and results in the first corner of the night for the Monarchs. I think that's their second corner, actually. Truman gets her hands on the ball. I think their first corner actually went out of bounds. It's not in the stats, but I remember them kicking a corner straight into the side of the net. Now a third opportunity on the evening for the Monarchs. Truman got to that ball, but rolled out of bounds with it when she caught it. Huber deflects that ball out of bounds. Needs to get her foot up and handle that ball with a little soft play. Mabel Harris taking the short play as Haley Strain on that ball. Nice ball in. That was a great ball from Brunson. Truman puts the ball upfield to Lindgren. Lindgren, tricky ball over the top of the defender, Birch. Well done from Hernandez to just kick that ball out and let her defense get back. I think we have a substitute now. Kovac on the throw-in. Brunson on the double team. Quick throw in. Oh, but it actually wasn't her ball. So Lindgren trying to catch the defense napping from the Monarchs, taking a chance. Why not? A lot of 50-50 play here. Roberts trying to take control of this to get the ball up to Harris, and that ball goes harmlessly outside the touch line, and the quick throw-in from the Monarchs. Good spin from Brunson. Finds her teammate in the middle of the field as Oldham takes a lot of space. Trying to find her teammate on the right-hand side. Leal intercepts that ball, knocks it out. It'll be a throw-in from the Monarchs. Good job from Oldham taking space. Harris challenging Annalise Huber there. Referee's going to call the foul as Kovac goes up to get that. Kind of had her feet taken out from underneath her. I think that was Brunson. Strong, aggressive player. Brunson is from St. Petersburg, Florida. Sophomore, 5'5". Oh, bad pass from Leal. Thought that Tanatauli would be coming back to get that. Way off her line now quickly is Truman, wanting her team to get upfield. She's going to roll this in to Allen finding teammate on the wing. The Knights will try to reverse this through Truman now. Knights unable to work that ball out of their defensive third. It's a good job from just 3 players on the Monarchs, keeping that ball trapped down there on the final third. Lindgren finds Winterton quickly. Winterton shielding off her defenders. A little stop and go. Gets the ball over to Harris and trying to attack now. It's 5-on-2. Lindgren's going to try and get into this. Left-footed shot from Harris. Not really much power on that. Not a bad idea, just execution not quite there. Allen looking on the wing to Kovac. Getting to her foot a little early there was the midfielder, Maddie Hernandez. To Natauli. Going to take this left-footed free kick. Top of the box, plays it into Winterton. Ball off the foot of Hernandez. Winterton now running it down. Gets there first. The ball goes out of bounds. She was hoping it would go off the end line. They could get a corner. It sneaks just to the left of the post. Good job, though, from Lindgren getting to Harris. And Tanatauli in a dangerous spot for her. Decides to go to Roberts. Roberts' play results in the turnover. And Harris now coming onto this. Laura Harris gets inside of Kovac. Allen, though, streaking over, put an end to that play from Harris. That was really good play from Harris. Probably the best play since she scored that first goal of the evening for her. Good speed. Kovac is not slow, and she ran past Kovac. That ball goes off the shoulder and looked like it was almost going to go out. Good job from Haley Strain getting to that quickly, not letting it go out of bounds. Now Harris tried to get to that ball first. Physical play. That was Brunson looking to get a quick shot in off of her right foot. Nice steal. Dito Manico did a great job right there, taking that ball away from the Knights midfield. This one goes out, though, off the end line, and Knights need to work with a little bit of pace and intensity, a little bit of fire here with only 25 minutes, just under 26 to play. Knights still down 2-0. Only one, maybe two decent, that shot, that free ball from Tanatauli, and then that was early in the half, and then that ball that went off the post from Allen. Two best chances this half for the Knights. The Monarchs also with a great opportunity early on from Harris. This ball just goes out of bounds. It would have been a 2-on-2 with Harris running on. Looks like Lindgren is down with calf cramp. Asking her teammates to stretch that out. Referee will stop the clock at 25:02. If athletic trainer Chad Mahaffey comes on, I believe they'd have to take off Lindgren. They wouldn't have to sub for her, but she could come off and come back in at the next stoppage. The warmest day that the Knights have played in some time. Throw in now comes to Alyssa Morrell. She kicks the ball up. Winterton looking for the quick ball to Lindgren. Lindgren foot to head, trying to connect with Winterton. Not quite there. And Morrell on the ball, a little scissors action, step over. Great speed from Haley Strain. She tries to make Gordon subbed in earlier and doesn't quite get the effects she wants, but that throw-in will come for the Monarchs. Number 16, Harris Barr, the junior, first time we called her name, Wilmington, North Carolina, John T. Hoggard High School product. Monarchs will look to reset, though out of bounds. Not a good play. No pressure on her, and just puts the ball out. Maybe she was thinking Harris Barr would come up a little quicker. Substitutes coming in. McCackney in now, subs on for Tanat Ta'uli. This ball out. Monarchs will start taking as much time as they possibly can between throw-ins, goal kicks, substitution here. This two substitutions coming in for the Monarchs. As number 6, Strain goes out along with 16, Barr. Coming in, 23, Kylie Way. She had a lot of play in the first half, as well as uh, 31. That's Macy Shala in for the Monarchs. Not quite there on the connection, and Shala trying to find her teammates on the left wing. Gordon and McKechnie trying to connect. Gordon needs to get her head up first, but does find Roberts. Grabbing both ways, and the ref decides to give it to the Knights. Quick ball to Lindgren. Back. That was an opportunity for maybe for Ella Thomas to come up and take that ball, but Roberts decides to play it quick, and Macy Shala puts the ball out. Another substitute coming for the Knights. Lindgren subbing off. And I believe that's Lauren Fowler in for the Knights, going to play that center forward position. Allen, she was getting outrun by Harris, but Thomas steps up. However, the lack of coordination here from the Knights, there's dangerous opportunity for the Monarchs. They get it back. Mckenna tries to get the ball through the foot of the recently entered Way. No dice. Now the Monarchs reset through the right back. That's Dito Manico looking to connect. Does a good job. Finds Lorenko Scheiber. Dangerous opportunity now. Scheiber on the ball. Nice hitch. Good shot from her. Winterton on the defense. Ball goes over the goal, and we'll have a goal kick for Truman. That was great connection between Lorenzo Scheiber and Harris. A little back and forth 1-2 and eventually ending in a shot. Good header from Macy Shala. Now Mckenna with the ball and some space. Fowler does a good job finding her teammate who gets it up to Winterton. And Winterton over the top, chips it, looking for Fowler, running onto the ball. Way off her line there was Justice. Her defender, though, kicks the ball way off to the right sideline, ends up in a throw-in for the Monarchs. Again, that back line very strong for the Monarchs. Birch and Morrell do a great job in the middle back there. Maddie Leal not able to find her teammates, but does a good job making up for the giveaway. Another giveaway, this one from Gordon. Onto the foot of Harris, and that's Maddie Reiser. Back and forth with Allen. Mabel Harris standing at the midline looking to come in. Good job. Battle there. Abby Paulson able to win that battle to earn her team a throw-in. Harris will come in now. It looks like the Knights will sub in Mabel Harris and Maddie Leal subs off. That'll bring Cooney Lyles back to that left back position while Mabel Harris is playing the left midfield position. Knights may need to go into more of a two-forward set, bringing up one of those holding midfielders in order to get more pressure on. Now that we're in under 20 minutes, 17:30. I know Coach Dahl would like to bring in Micaiah Lindgren. It just depends on, she was the one that had that left foot cramping, left calf. Have to see if she's able to come back in. She's on the sideline trying to warm up, see if that calf will cooperate. Winterton back to the throw-in of Cooney Lyles. Dangerous chance now as the speedy Scheiber comes down the field looking across, trying to find her center midfielder, Kelsey Burge, who's come in. Burge is playing at that midfield spot, having come in for Harris, or sorry, that center forward spot, having come in for Harris. Great job from Lorenzo Scheiber, pointing forward, saying, hey, I'm ready. And Madison Reiser looked for, just a little aggressive in that pass. The Knights subbing in again. Coming back on is Annalise Huber. playing in that center back position. Annalise Huber, we haven't seen it much today, has done a great job getting forward at other opportunities in recent games. Haven't really seen much out of her today in terms of getting forward on the offense. Winterton trying to turn on that. Hits it, fights to get it back. Still has it. Cooney Lyles finds Harris, but Harris not able to control that. Roberts did a great job jumping that ball. Ball out. Looks like it'll go the way of the Monarchs. Throw in comes, trying to stop that turn is Cooney Lyles. Huber finds the foot of Winterton, trying to get a back foot deflection to Harris. Now she finds Harris. Harris has teammates running on, but she's going to go back to Winterton. Winterton now with the flick on to her teammate number 5, Lauren Fowler, the defensive freshman who plays up top a lot. She started out as a defenseman on the team, Saratoga Springs, Utah, Westlake High School. Child and family development major is Lauren Fowler. Pushed down is Harris, and it looks like play will stop. No, just out of bounds. Harris thought she was going to get a foul call there. Good no call by the ref. Kind of feet get tangled. Fowler was a captain on her soccer team at Westlake. Academic all-region, also a golfer. She was Westlake's, as a senior, most inspiring girl. She did some broadcasting in high school. See if I can't get her up into the booth with me in here doing the men's games. Speaking of which, hopefully you'll join us tomorrow evening. The men, I believe it's 6 p.m. after the homecoming football game. It is homecoming week this week at Southern Virginia University. Lots of activities going on, dances, a lot of visitors, recruits on campus. Ella Thomas now looking to take this ball. Puts it up, not quite far enough. Needs to get it over that front line, give her teammates a chance to run onto it. That was a little far out. Now taking all kinds of space on that right side, far side, double team from the Knights. Good job by Haley Strain. Winning that throw-in for her teammates, and now under 13 minutes. Micaiah Lindgren looking to sub in at the next opportunity. Abby Paulson tried to find Fowler, just not quite there. Fowler giving chase. Good redirect onto the foot of Shala. Now McKechnie in the overlapping run from Gordon. Gordon gets there. Throw in. Quick throw in. No substitute coming in. So now Gordon on the ball. Gets it across the top. Paulson has an opportunity to do something with it, but indecision. And good defense from Ella Thomas, stopping that run. Cackney now, lots of space, trying to take it, finding her teammate. There were 3 players that ran past that ball, 2 Knights and a Monarch. Winterton looks like she's stretching out that calf. She also might be cramping up in this heat. Three Knights now looking to sub in. Ella Thomas kicks it off the foot of Annalise Huber. The Knights very disorganized right now. Sloppy play both ways. No real connection from either team. However, the Monarchs couldn't care less if there's not a lot of connection from them. They don't need to generate offense. They just need to keep the ball out of the goal. Knights now feeling the pressure. You can see a bit of scramble in their play, and that's why that you're seeing less connection from them. They're just going to have to try to start getting that ball up as quick as possible and hope for the best. When you're in the lead, you get to dictate what the play looks like. Winterton can turn inside. She does. Finds her teammate, Anna Roberts, who's subbed back in. Now Harris trying to get to the wing. Good defense there from Hernandez. Knights have had players waiting to sub in for about 3 minutes. Ella Thomas just kicking the ball out. Probably needs to control that. Take it, turn it inside. Substitutes allowed. Winterton comes off, limping. I think that's a calf rather than a thigh thing. Lindgren's back in. Tanata Uli is back in. Allen's in, holding midfield position. Excellent find as Kylie Way coming across the middle there, still on the ball is Way. Good footwork from Brunson, but playing with her head down, doesn't see she was not going to a teammate. And really, that's the key when you're talking about, soccer at its most fundamental. Getting your head up and making sure every pass is purposeful and to a foot. Those are the things that you see at this level out of freshmen, is often not looking for the actual foot of who they're going to. They're just going to areas, which can be fine, playing the ball in the space, finding negative space, letting your teammates run onto it if that's the purpose. But even that is basically finding the foot of the defender. You're just allowing her to run onto it. Both teams right now have kind of suffered from just playing the ball instead of playing the ball into feet. Stop and play. I think we might have a player down on the field. We have, I think, Tanata Uli went down. Mahaffey and Coach Dahl are checking out Taya. So it's been an interesting dynamic, this game. The game has felt sort of, I don't want to say out of reach for the Knights, but you go down early 2 goals, you feel like you're really playing from behind, which you are. However, the Knights have had, call it 5 really, really solid chances to score and have come up blank on every one. So they have not been outplayed in terms of, between the boxes. 9 shots on goal. 9 shots for the Knights, 5 for Methodist. 5 shots on goal for the Knights, 3 for Methodist. The Knights only with 1 shot on goal this half. They've done a good job earning corners. They kind of earned 3 quick corners early in the half. The Knights still have not had a corner kick this half. Knights really haven't generated a lot of high pressure in this half, but have two really good chances. Early one from Natalie off a free kick, and then Bailey Allen with that free kick that went off the post. Knights gather around together, worried about their teammate. Taya gets up, limping off the field. Keep our prayers together for her. We don't want any injuries, either team. Hopefully, we haven't seen Marshall Hewitt re-enter. Hopefully she's okay. Marshall Hewitt, that really strong midfielder slash forward from Sunrise, Florida, went out about 10 minutes, 12 minutes into that first half. Natalie, one of many Polynesians at the Southern Virginia University. Between our various athletic teams, rugby, football, our head coach, Big Ed Mulitalo, former Ravens left guard, world championship winner, Samoan, his recruiting, the recruiting of Coach Smith and the rugby team, and several other coaches. There's a very strong contingent of Polynesian players and students at Southern Virginia University. Winterton is subbed back on. First time we've seen her on with Lindgren in about 20 minutes since Lindgren went off with that calf cramp. Now Harris out there. She's had some real strong play this evening. Lindgren runs onto the ball, throws it forward, trying to get McKenna to run onto the ball. Winterton runs onto the ball, beats her defender. A little back and forth play now. Great cross from Winterton, under pressure, but falls right to the arms of Justice. Justice waiting for that. That was an incredible cross from Winterton as she was battling with Alyssa Morell. Winterton is one of the captains on this team. Allen working with Roberts, another captain. Miss-hit from Thomas, but good job winning that back, finding the foot of Roberts. Roberts slot pass to Lindgren, and indecision there between the defender and the goalkeeper. As the goalkeeper goes down, takes Lindgren with her. No foul called. Out of bounds as Justice still on the ground and Lindgren goes down. Boy, that was a weird play as Lindgren did a great job running onto that ball. Indecision between the back line player. I think that might have been Morell. It was either Morell or Burge, I think. But the indecision there from Justice and her back line kind of caused a bit of a collision with Justice and Lindgren. Good job now that Justice is up. Throw in. Gordon trying to get that ball to Winterton. Winterton trying to shield players. Great job finding Gordon. Ball up over the top. Good idea from the midfield. Gordon is playing right fullback right now. Cassandra Gordon, a freshman from Boise, Idaho, Kuna High School. Very, very athletic player. Bright future for her here at Knight Stadium. She's going to have some Really excellent plays going forward. Allen finding Huber. Huber up over the top. A lot of space for these Knight midfielders. Oh, miscommunication from Lyles and Harris. Harris wanted her to put that ball up to space, but she waited a while to make that run, and eventually Cooney Lyles wasn't really sure what to do with it. Now, though, the Knights resetting. Back and forth as Harris gives chase. Turnover. Not a great pass from Cooney Lyles. Oh, great fight from her. She gets the ball in the middle of the field, and Kaya Lindgren trying to connect with Winterton. Tripped. Winterton draws a foul. Nope, no foul called. Overlap between Lindgren and Roberts, and Lindgren just not sure what to do with it. The Knights struggling to get the ball from midfield into that final third as the Monarchs have just really dropped players, and they're marking up man-to-man, man-marking all over the field, especially on the strong side of the ball, wherever side the field the ball is on. Free kick given as Morel puts that ball forward. Just a toe on that is Kovacs, keeping out of the reach of Way. Now Way, back and forth, good moves, trying to win the corner, now trying to find the cross. Great cross from Way. No runners onto that ball, though. It's still Monarch ball. As Allen finds Winterton. Winterton beats the stabbing defender 2-on-2. Winterton trying to make a decision, goes over to Lindgren. Lindgren's going to give it up to midfielder Harris. Harris has an opportunity to cross. She takes the shot just wide of that right post. Man, that's the best chance the Knights have had in 15 minutes of play. Maybe 20. Let's call it 25 minutes. Now we're just over 2 minutes. 2-0. Knights with 10 shots, 5 on goal. More aggressive offensive play. You know, if they don't win this, they're going to walk away feeling like they cheated themselves. The Monarchs definitely will feel like they played solid, taking advantage of their opportunities. Definitely had a lot of solid play. But they'll know that they didn't have more possession. Nice around the cow move. Great job. Thomas runs onto it. Harris, great opportunity in front. Best chance they've had since that save from Melissa Truman on Harris. Back and forth. Thomas just kicks the ball out of bounds. Great job there as Haley Strain runs onto that ball. Harris is such a strong forward. Really good player. And she's neat, you know, since Marshall Hewitt went out, Laura Harris would be the primary offensive player for the Monarchs, and she's done a great job holding up her end. Short play, offside. That back and forth was an offside play for the Monarchs as they tried to go short. Under a minute left. Trying to play the ball out of the air was Gordon. Now she's got it. She's got space as she turns. She's got the speed on this wing. Boy, hard, aggressive tackle. I think it's a yellow card coming in. Yeah. Referee reaching for his pocket. No. Yes. No. Nope. No yellow card. I think he looked at that time and just said, not worth it. Now under 30 seconds. Boy, the Knights are really going to be disappointed as they go back and watch this film. Got to give credit to that back line of the Monarchs. Again, they get a shutout. Fourth shutout of the year for the Monarchs. For the Knights, they will have to regroup, see if they can find an opportunity to go up against future conference play. Coach Dahl, I think, is going to feel like, you know, you've got to take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you. But really, you know, if this was a 0-0 game, you would feel very different. And that play from Methodist on the back line really holding the Knights out, even though the Knights had a few opportunities. They're a good defensive team. And so now the Knights, they're going to go play Salem at home. Hopefully you join us next Wednesday. Join us for that conference game. Be a very important game. The Knights are really trying to stay in the top 5 so they can be in the conference tournament. The Knights will have another shot at Methodist. If they can make the conference tournament, they should. As I mentioned before, as we go, let's take a quick look at the standings now. Methodist will advance to 6-0, number 1 in the conference with 18 points. The Knights will stay at 12 points. They were 4th in the conference as Meredith got a win earlier today, are now at 14 points. So the Knights are 3 points ahead of Averett and 5 points ahead of Salem. And they will be playing Salem on Wednesday, and then they have Meredith, who is ahead of them. That will be a very, very important game for the Knights. So 2 huge games. Knights can stay in the conference tournament if they win out. If we look at the schedule for the Monarchs will be playing a conference game against William Peace on Sunday in a couple days. Then they play Meredith and Averett. So 3 games left for them, 3 conference games. And both Averett and Meredith are in the running for that conference tournament slots. So really important stuff ahead for both of these teams. Really appreciate everybody joining us today. Thank you for being part of our Knight family. Got to thank all of our production staff, headed by today Paul Morrissey. Camera work was fantastic today. And if you get a chance, if you're in the area for Wednesday's game, come join us. If not, be sure to join me and my team on the Knight Sports Network here at Knights Field. Good evening and God bless.